Greg Hennis along with Jeff, and we are at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. And Jeff, as we get here today, first of all, we want to put this out of the way. If you call,
we'll show up.
And when they show up, folks, we've got some exciting news to tell you, Jeff. Is it true what I'm hearing, that East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows is now expanding?
Absolutely, yes. We're very excited, very proud to announce, after serving Atlantic, Cape May, and Cumberland County for the last 40-plus years since 1979, we are expanding our services out to the rest of South Jersey, to include Camden County, Burlington County, Gloucester County, Salem County, also Ocean County. We travel up in Ocean County as well, so we're very excited about that.
Exciting times, and I know right now in particular, if that weren't exciting enough, free consultations, but when they come out for that consultation, you're going to learn about this exciting finance program that you have, something about no interest and no payments for 12 months. Is that right?
Absolutely,
wow.
Yes. Yes. So we have a variety of financing plans available 12 months out of the year. We have great relationships with our lenders. Something we have on the table right now, 12 months, no payments, no interest on any remodeling project that East Coast can complete for you. And even more exciting, if you act now, you call in or go to eastcoastroofing.com and you get on our schedule for a free consultation. You'll be able to take advantage of last year's pricing. And along with that promotion, you won't have to pay for it until next year. So it's a great opportunity.
It sure is. And of course, over 40 years of satisfied customers, something like over 25, is that right, Jeff? 25,000 satisfied families?
Yes, over 25,000 satisfied families since 1979.
Wow. Does that sound like a company you want to deal with? It sure does. It's East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Remember, if you call,
we'll show up.
Sean, no payments, no interest for 12 months, plus you will pay last year's prices. But there's so many different options for financing for people, isn't there? Talk to us all about that.
So we can make these projects affordable for anyone. We have tons of options. As an exterior consultant, the thing that I really enjoy the most, I love talking about the products. If you get around me, you know me, that's all I can talk about all day long. But creating a solution to the homeowner that we can also get creative with and make it affordable for really anybody. And a lot of people come to me, I'm not going to be approved, or I don't want to do this. We get approvals 90% of the time. 9 out of 10 people get approved on our financing plans, and we can make this affordable for them. Whether this is 12 months of no payment, no interest, that means a homeowner can get a project for last year's prices, not have to pay for it till next year. It's a huge advantage the customer has.
What about getting people approved, if they, need the financing? Do they have to wait a week? Do they have to wait 2 weeks? Do they have to wait, a day or 2 days? How quickly will they get an answer to find out that they're going to join that 9 out of 10 people that are approved?
I would say the average is about 5 minutes.
Say that again?
5 minutes, right in the home. We're talking about all the options. We're going through all the things. It's hard for a homeowner to be able to weigh out all those options without really knowing whether they're going to be approved and all those things. So we have AutoWriter on our iPads. It's about a 5-minute application, and we can get approvals. Typically, once we submit the application, within 10 seconds, we get our approvals back.
Not only do they have the great program we've been mentioning, no interest, no payment for 12 months, that's an entire year, and of course you will pay last year's prices. All a part of what's going on right now when you act now. It's East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Remember, if you call,
we will show up.
Hello everyone, I'm Rich Noonan for Best of the Best Television, a program in which we travel all over America in search of our nation's best businesses. And we have found one of them today. Today on Best of the Best, the story of East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Way more than just a great contractor. Congratulations to owner Larry Steitler, his son Sean, and the incredible team at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows on this national honor from Best of the Best, and more importantly, for delivering gold standard customer service and outstanding workmanship with a history dating back to 1979. Incredible. At Best of the Best, we never tell a company owner that we are reviewing that company. We simply begin our research on any company the same way that most customers would these days. We read every word on the company website, everything we can find online about that company, and if we like what we see, we proceed with a full review. We love the story of East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. This is the quintessential great American family business success story. Larry started this company from nothing. He grew it by doing really great work, word spread, and the business grew. As the name suggests, East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows does a lot of things really well. All kinds of roofing, siding, windows, chimney flashing, skylights, gutters, vinyl siding, and more. In 2018, East Coast was admitted to GAF's prestigious President's Club, which is an honor reserved for fewer than 1% of all roofing contractors in North America. East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows is a GAF Triple Excellence Award winner, which means they've been recognized for outstanding training, installation, and the biggie for us at Best of the Best, consumer protection. East Coast is also a 5-star CertainTeed contractor in siding. Again, the top certification you can get in our view. All of that is great, but at Best of the Best, we care most about our independent research and recent reviews from real customers. Remember, we didn't tell anyone at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows that we were doing this story. We only did so after doing lots of research on this company. Customers on multiple credible review sites rave about the workmanship, the professionalism of the team, the responsiveness, especially after storms, and most importantly to us, the honesty and integrity displayed by everyone at East Coast every single day. These are very good people. Finally, at Best of the Best, we really value companies that give back. The team at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows is one of the most community service-minded companies that we've ever profiled at Best of the Best. Listing the charitable organizations the East Coast team has supported over the years would take us a long time because there are so many. But just to name a few, Covenant House of New Jersey, Community Food Bank of New Jersey, and Atlantic City Rescue Mission. One thing they do that we really love is to give away a free roof every year at Christmas time to a person in need in South Jersey, often a veteran or first responder. They also support MANA's Worldwide Nutrition Center in Guatemala. Larry spends a lot of time there helping children get a good start on life. It's awesome. Congratulations to everyone at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows on this national honor from Best of the Best, and way more importantly, for doing business only one way every single day for so many years. The right way. Congratulations, everyone. You earned it.
Here at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, one of the big categories of things that we help homeowners with day in and day out are windows. And Dave is one of our consultants. Dave, we're going to talk some windows, and we are standing right here next to a particular window. Tell me a little bit about this particular product.
Sure. This is Simonton Reflections 5500 series double hung window. This is one of our curated products, and it's a replacement window. I can show you a couple demonstration about it so you can have an understanding. They have dual cam locks on it, for security. Easily opens up, one-hand operation for the life of the window. That's by the operation system that's involved with it. It also has these night vent latches, which are really nice. These pop out, and then the window can only open till there. So for safety, security, if you want to go to bed, leave the window open at night and then allow a nice breeze to come through, you have that as an added security. Another big positive of these windows is their dual tilt out sashes. So both the bottom and the top sash easily tilt out for cleaning the window.
Wow.
Yeah, very important. So they easily clean, easily close back shut, just like so. They have full weather stripping on them. And just to dive a little bit deeper into the window glass package itself, it is what's called Pro Solar Low E glass. So it has a formula on the window that reflects off from the exterior. So if we're looking at the outside of the window, when the sun rays, UV rays, harmful UV rays are shining, it reflects off properly those UV rays. It prevents radiant heat from entering through the glass into your home during the summertime. It also keeps the heat in during the wintertime. So it can save a good amount on energy savings.
Something else we have down here, this is a little bit different, Dave.
So with Simonton, they offer a variety of different styles and colors. And as you can see here, this is actually a wood grain interior. This is not real wood. although it looks like it is, but it still has the added value of being maintenance-free vinyl. But it has the beauty of wood. So they have the upgraded hardware, as you can see here, the upgraded lift handles down here for operation, and everything otherwise of the window itself is the same.
Now, the other thing that I know that was really important to you to discuss with us are the patio doors.
Yeah, so these are our Innovo patio sliders under the Simonton brand, who's, again, been around for over 65 years. Very well-known brand. And what they offer is this Innovo patio slider door. And again, they have an array of products that they offer within sliders, patio sliders. East Coast has selected this because of its ability to be maintenance-free. The quality of it, and some of those benefits are it has what's called a monorail system as opposed to normal patio sliders that have a pocket sill, so they have to slide back and forth within the pocket of a sill. This is actually lifted up off of the transition, the threshold here, on a monorail, so it's very easy to operate back and forth, and it forms a watertight seal right in this area here because there's no way for water to go in, up, and over, as well as weather stripping. One thing I'll say about both this door and the window package is they all come with the Pro Solar Low E glass with that Argon and Energy Star rating. Also, we offer an upgrade to the glass package that's called Impact Resistant. It's a hurricane rated glass package in the window itself. And you can see just on this here how much thicker it is. So it's actually
That's very thick.
Yeah, it's 3 panes. The exterior is tempered glass, and then the interior is laminated, which cannot be broken through.
East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Remember, if you call Dave, what's going to happen?
We'll show up.
On the radio. I heard about East Coast on the radio, and I desperately needed siding, and I called 3 places, and you guys were the only ones who called back. My initial consultation with Dave Capri was amazing. It literally was like sitting down with family. Top notch, from top to bottom, from beginning to end, perfection.
East Coast Roofing and Siding, protecting what you love and own. East Coast Roofing and Siding, trust us with your family and home.
We have some other really exciting news, Lou, and that is the fact that East Coast Roofing, Siding, Windows are a Master Elite contractor. Now that sounds pretty special. Is it as special as it sounds?
That is correct. It is very special. So only 3 in 100 roofing companies can actually become Master Elite. It takes a lot of training. We actually go to GAF headquarters. We do a lot of hands-on training. There's tests that we take, and it's not just me that goes. It's actually all of our project managers. Anyone who's going to be on that job needs to be a Master Elite, and they need to be trained to do so.
Is the purpose to actually have the roof installed to the manufacturer's specifications? Is that the real goal here, to allow it to be stood behind with that lifetime warranty?
That is correct. We want to install everything to GAF's specifications. That way we can offer that Golden Pledge warranty, which is one of the best warranties out there right now. It has to be installed a certain way using a certain type of product, and that's what makes it the lifetime warranty.
So, Lou, when they call East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, if you call, what's going to happen?
We'll show up.
East Coast Roofing and Siding, protecting what you love and own. East Coast Roofing and Siding, trust us with your family and home. East Coast Roofing and Siding, we have the quality and service you've come to know. East Coast Roofing and Siding, trust us with your family and home.
Here at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, if you call,
We'll show up.
We want to introduce you right now to Bill. Bill's the sales manager, and Bill, over 25,000 satisfied families served, over 40 years, and now we are expanding to serve most of southern New Jersey. What are we talking about? We're talking about East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. And one of the things that you strive and your team, especially as sales manager, really strive to do is make it a top-notch customer experience. Now, how do you do that? Bill, it's done with a process. And there's such a great process here that when you go through it and you hear about it, we're going to talk to our viewers right now about it. It sounds super easy, and you leave the process not having questions. Everything is answered, and that's amazing. So let's talk about, you make that call, we'll show up, okay? So the free consultation is scheduled. Talk to us about the process from that point forward.
So once the consultation, once you make your phone call into the office and you set up your day and your time for your appointment, we show up, our exterior consultant takes a look at your project that you're concerned with and advises you on a proper solution, not only to take care of your home and your needs, but also to fit into your budget, which is also important to us. And then if you decide to hire us, we then send out a detail tech. Our detail tech is real important here because he comes out and does exact measurements. He details the job, he orders the material, and then it gets turned over to our production department where the install gets scheduled, and then a project manager will then come out and make sure the crew shows up on time, make sure the product shows up, make sure the dumpster shows up, make sure the job runs smoothly, as we talked about. With all these processes in place, we don't allow the ball to get dropped. Okay, it allows it to make the customer feel comfortable, feel like they have nothing to worry about, and why they entrust us for over 40 years now.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to roofing, siding, windows, and doors, great process. Customer experience is second to none. Lifetime warranties, high-quality materials, and fabulous financing specials. Who do you call? You call East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, because remember, if you call,
we'll show up.
So like we like to say, our slogan line at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, if you call, we'll show up. And one of the first times that they're going to show up is with a free consultation. Our consultants, whether you're talking to Sean as a consultant or whether you talk to any other of our consultants, Kevin or Dave, they're all very versed in what they do here at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. So, Sean, first of all, when someone gets a free consultation, what are they getting with a free consultation? What does that really mean?
So that is something very unique about East Coast Roofing and Siding, where a lot of companies offer free estimates. And that is something very different than a free consultation. What a homeowner is getting with a free estimate is a company is going out there, typically sometimes getting on the roof, sometimes not. And what they're doing, they're going to collect some information. They might meet with the homeowner, might ask a few questions, and they're going to mail you something in a few days. If you're lucky, you call 10 of those people, maybe 5 of them will show up, and maybe you'll get 3 estimates back. I can't tell you how many times I'm with a homeowner where they've made all these calls and people have showed up to bid the job but never given an estimate or never returned their phone calls. But at East Coast Roofing and Siding, this is going to be something very different. You're going to call the office, and they're going to schedule that free consultation. And then our consultant, whether it be myself or Dave or Kevin or one of our other team members that are consultants, are going to come up to the home as scheduled. As we talked about, if you call, we'll actually show up as scheduled. And when we get there, we like to sit down, talk to you and your family, discuss really what's going on so we can get a firsthand understanding of what the customer's needs are, what their wants are, so we have a good picture of what to do next. At that point, our company is going to do a very thorough inspection of the property. That could mean getting inside the attic. Yesterday I was up in an attic. I was crawling through some very small spaces, to get to where the leaking area was so I can get a good understanding of what was going on in that attic. At that point, we'll sit down and we're going to go over our findings with the homeowner so they can get a full, complete picture of what their house looks like and what's really going on. They're seeing the bottom side of it. Often they're seeing leaks in their ceiling, but they not realize that those could have mold in their attic or bad insulation or rotted plywood. So we'll get a full picture of that. We'll capture pictures, go over the pictures with the homeowner. And then from there, we're going to design a solution for them. We're going to go over multiple options with them. This is some options that they have. Sometimes there's lots of options. Sometimes it's really only one or two options. We'll go over those options with the homeowner. And at that point, we're going to design a solution, through what the homeowner's needs and wants were, as far as affordability, as far as lifespan, all of that. And then we'll create and we'll design a proposal with an exact price right there in the home. And that's the reason we do ask when they call in that we want basically the homeowners and all decision makers, spouses, if there's sometimes parents, sometimes children want to be involved in that decision. And we want them there because, again, this is so different than a free estimate. A lot of people don't want to be home for an estimate, but this is a consultation. And I can't tell you how many times I've been in a home talking to a husband about his wants and needs to find out that the wife's wants and needs are a little bit different. And if we want to give the homeowner a absolute fantastic customer experience with our company. That's what we're known for. We are so quality and service focused at our company that we can't give the level of quality and service that my father started out to do unless we can understand everybody's wants and needs, which is why it's so important that all the decision makers and homeowners can be there so they can participate in those discussions that we have.
I think maybe the way most people do is like a chorus from the sky. East Coast Roofing and Siding. Right away, hit it off with them. Confidence was built as soon as the first interaction. For me, I had like almost perfect experience in all candor, and I would highly recommend it.
East Coast Roofing and Siding, protecting what you love and own. East Coast Roofing and Siding, trust us with your family and home.
Lou, we want to talk a little bit about the installation process. We've got the great no interest, no payment for 12-month program. Plus, if you act now, you're going to pay last year's prices. So they've heard all about that. Then what happens?
Okay, so what happens after that is our project coordinator will call that customer and schedule a detail appointment. So we want to get out there and detail that job. We call it detail because it's just that. We want to get all the details. We want to write any, diagrams of the property, write a job scope, get a material list. We communicate with the customer. We review the contract that was written at the time of the sale with the consultant. Then he brings that information back to us. We input it and, order the materials. After that, what happens is once the materials are, all in, and we can schedule that installation, we call that customer back. We get the project manager out there. What the project manager does is he manages that whole project. So what he does though is he calls like the day before the project is set for installation, and he'll introduce himself and let the customer know what time, things can be expected. What time is he going to arrive? What time are we going to start the work? Maybe how long the project's going to be. They already know a lot of this information, but he is just that person that's calling like the day before and just reiterating that whole thing. And he sees that project to the end.
Master Elite Contractor, that separates them. They have a GAF, trained staff, lifetime warranty, customer experience, set above everyone else. No interest, no payments for 12 months, plus you pay last year's prices, free consultation, and a great customer experience. What more could you ask for? It's East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. And remember, if you call,
we'll show up.
Here at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, not only if you call,
We'll show up.
but when they show up, they're going to show up with some excellent high-quality materials. And Sean, that is where it all began over 40 years ago with your dad, continues today, and that is the high-quality materials, especially with products that we're going to talk about. Let's start off with entrance doors. Talk to us about that, and the different types of availability that customers have.
Absolutely. So our entry doors, we use a company called Provia, which stands for the professional way. These doors are a professional grade door, and it's going to be a one-time investment for them. So it's going to come with a lifetime warranty. But the main thing to remember about these Provia entrance doors is this is a complete system. This entire jamb is coming out. The threshold is coming out. It's going to be a composite threshold, so it's not going to rot. It's got all the features inside of it. The door comes pre-painted. You can get paint on the inside or paint on the outside. Or if you like, you can get a wood grain door and get it stained so it looks like wood. We have options in steel and in fiberglass. There's a security plate, a 20-gauge security plate the deadbolt goes through, which locks into the jamb of the door. Wow. So you can't kick this door in. We can even give a homeowner a single keyed entranceway for all the doors in their house, which means if they get 5 storm doors and 5 entrance doors, we can get them all keyed to 1 key.
One more question about the entrance doors. So obviously you think about the entrance doors, you think about what a lot of folks refer to as the front door. But what about other outside entry doors, like, maybe you have an outside entrance from your garage or the back of the house? Is that considered an entry door?
Yes. Yeah, so we have tons of different styles and doors. So a lot of people, they make their grand entranceway with a designer glass. Sometimes they have side lights or transoms, which is that window that's above the door that's still attached to it. Those are transoms, the glass on the sides or side lights. So a lot of front main entrance doors will have those features, and we can really get, designing and get all kinds of options for them. But a lot of people in the back doors or side doors, they also have tons of basic styles as well. So there's doors available for all the ways to get in the house.
Next thing we want to talk about, Sean, is the roofing category. Talk to us about roofing, because obviously when a roof problem occurs, it's usually very unexpected. It kind of creeps up on you, am I right, in a lot of cases?
Yes. Yeah. So sometimes this happens where someone doesn't expect a roof issue. I would have to say, and I don't know the exact statistic, but it's got to be close to 30 to 40% of the roofs that we replace every day, they're less than 10 years old. And most of those roofs are still either warranted by a company that's still in business but is refusing to service that roof.
Why?
Because it's not installed correctly.
Is that why from the very beginning you became a master elite contractor, because you knew that with training every member of the staff, from the production manager straight down to all the installers, that you guys would be installing it to manufacturer specifications? Is that why you go to that extra step?
Absolutely. GAF is the world's largest roofing manufacturer. They've been around since 1886. Their world headquarters is right here in New Jersey in Parsippany. So I love going to their world headquarters. They have an amazing state-of-the-art training facility. We had our entire staff there. All the exterior consultants were there. You met project managers, installers, production people. For me, it was awesome. But the level of training that we get from GAF is unlike any other manufacturer that's out there.
That allows the roof to be installed to their specifications, which means if you ever have a problem, the manufacturer will stand behind it for the lifetime. That's pretty big, a lifetime warranty.
It's huge. As a master elite contractor, we don't just install a timberline shingle from GAF, but we install their whole system, the underlayments, the ice and water shields, the starter strips, the ventilation system. So when we install this roofing system, GAF, the manufacturer who makes the materials, is going to give that homeowner a 50-year non-prorated warranty, which means from the day it's installed to 50 years down the road, that warranty is not going to lose value. If anything needs to get replaced, whether it's the entire roof or a section, GF's going to spend 100% of the cost to take care of that, labor, material, tear-off, disposal. This is the big thing. Because we're Master Elite, the only thing that we can do differently than other contractors is this Golden Pledge warranty. They're going to cover the workmanship of the contractor for 25 years, which means if one of our guys accidentally makes a mistake in your roof and you get a leak, even though the GF, they just manufacture the shingles, they're so confident that we're not going to make those problems that if you had an issue, they would come back and they would fix it at no cost. On top of that, this Golden Pledge warranty covers wind damage up to 130 miles an hour. Wow. So that's a basically low class 4 hurricane. So anything class 3 hurricane and below, if you ever got damage on your home, a homeowner's not calling their insurance company, it's going to get replaced for free by GAF. So it's unparalleled to what anything else has out there in the marketplace.
Well, I got to tell you, when it comes to warranties, when it comes to high quality materials and non-prorated lifetime warranties, GAF roofs, they seem to be the way to go, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Why? Because East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows does stand behind those. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can find out about the no payments and no interest for 12 months. Plus, you will pay last year's prices when you act now. But it all starts with a phone call, because here at East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, if you call,
we will show up.